First, though, let's introduce our machines. The BMW M4 is the replacement for the mighty BMW M3 Coupe, and the Lexus RCF seems to match it blow for blow. Both are amazing multitaskers, with space for a family holiday, the specification of a high-class limo, and enough clout to see off a Porsche 911. But which car best deserves your £60,000? Well, 3 tests will discover which is quickest in a straight line, which is the most entertaining to drive, and which is fastest around the twisting Campbell track. We'll start with a drag race, because it's a perfect way to find out which car has the most power and, crucially, can deliver that power to the tarmac. The best of 3 runs wins it, and at first glance, it seems the Lexus has the edge.
I've got 50 more horsepower than him, 471 brake horsepower by 5-litre V8.
However, as the Lexus is heavier than the M4, the power-to-weight ratios are almost identical. Plus, Karun's car has some very clever electronics.
He's got launch control on the M4. We haven't got that on the Lexus.
Launch control optimises a car's power delivery to ensure the best possible getaway. And on a damp track like today, this should give Karun a big advantage. But having the device was one thing.
Deactivate.
Making it work was another.
And look at me, he's all looking down, going click, click, click.
And then go to that. Foot on the brake, foot on the throttle. God, this is complicated. Hello.
It seems a chat with BMW's technical centre was called for.
I'm just trying to activate the launch control. So I've got the manual in front of me, but I can't work out what I need to do yet. It's not done 6 miles, I would have said. Hold on 1 second. Apparently it's got to be driven for 6 miles before you can use it.
Problems, problems. Life's full of problems.
Yep. Okay, so once it goes into first gear, you press that to level 3. Okay. And how do you do that? Okay. Yes, then it's brake and throttle. Right, okay.
Eventually, it seemed that Karun was ready.
I think I've got an idea what I need to do.
Meanwhile, I'd done my best to level the playing field.
I have picked a start point that's downhill. He hasn't noticed that. So it should help me just get some traction and go.
Sequential mode 3, blah, blah, blah. Right, I think we're ready to go. Oh, wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin. Massive wheel spin.
Oh, launch control, launch control.
What is going on there?
Oh, I don't think you got it working.
The Lexus left me standing. Crushing defeat.
Problem with your launch control, Karun?
It was the lights were on the dash and it said launch control active and it just kept wheel spinning.
I don't think it should do that.
When I get my foot off the brake and accelerate, it's just wheel spinning the whole time. Yeah, it is. No, I was just wondering if there's something I was doing wrong in the sequence, but I guess not. Okay. Look, says to me, the launch control is optimized for the dry, so yeah, in the damp you are going to get quite a bit of wheel spin. That's normal.
So it appears BMW's launch control system only works in the dry, when you probably don't need it. On to run number 2, and this time it would be an even fight because Karun had given up on his fancy gadget.
I've also convinced him to swap sides, so I've now got the slightly drier side of the track.
He'll soon learn it. Won't make any difference at all.
Really, if we lose this one, then we're in trouble. Right, away we go, come on, oh!
Bit of level begging, the big V8 launches forward. He's coming back at me slightly.
BMW's coming along, BMW's coming along!
No!
Up to the line, up front. Yeah! Victory!
How did that happen? I was winning and I was losing.
Whoa, that was close.
Finally, the M4 had shown what it was capable of. It might have 2 fewer cylinders than the Lexus and nearly half the cubic capacity, but it's got twin turbos. And once they spooled up, the car really flew. Time for the third and deciding run, and it's Karun's turn back on the slightly damper side of the circuit.
Oh,
It's quite a good start.
now I launch ahead. And then he starts coming back.
It's gonna be close, it's gonna be close, it's gonna be close.
But this time, he has lost it.
Oh, it was close.
So the Lexus emerges as perhaps the surprise winner of Test 1. So we're returning to our BMW versus Lexus battle. The RCF won the drag race, but now it's time for some extreme cornering. And by that, I mean drifting. It's an important test, because if these cars don't entertain like a sports car should, then you'd have to think twice about paying the extra £20,000 they cost over a standard BMW or Lexus saloon. But which gives more thrills? Well, the best of 3 runs will decide, and these Cadwell Park marshals should ensure impartial scoring.
Not too sure about this drifting. Big, heavy car. Feels a bit soft. I've got it all the settings as tight as I can have them. How's that going to work? We shall see. Got to do the Scandinavian flick early on, so I'm going to be vicious. Now power, hold the power, hold the power, hold the power, more power, more power, more power. Oh. Yes! It's all about getting the car sideways, then holding it by spinning those rear wheels. I reckon that was impress those fluorescent boys.
A total score of 12 for my first run.
Oh, yeah, all right, boys. See, I can do better, I can do better, I can do better.
Next up, the BMW. Would Karun be able to deliver a drift worthy of its M badge?
Traditionally, the BMW M cars are really good at it. But this one feels a bit strange. The steering feels a bit different. Everything just feels a little bit different. So let's see how we get on. Full donut. Let's see what the marshals have got. Yes, 2s. Well, that's not very good, is it? But we'll have to have another go.
Now, I was a bit too much over the top last time, so I could get a flick my back. Oh, that's got to be a bit more for that one. That should be a 15, at least. A 5, a 5, a 4? A 4 in the middle? Who's that mean 4? Still, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
Second gear, second gear. Oh, that was good. I like that. That was good. Kept it sideways. I thought that was quite a good effort, really.
That looked good, but was it sideways enough? That's my question.
All right, come on. I'm coming up to the numbers now. Come on, marshals. Come on, marshals. Oh, 5, 5, 5!
With 2 runs completed, Karun had posted a slightly higher score, which meant I had one last chance to avoid defeat in the drift test.
Oh, he won't beat the Drift King. He's not going to beat the Drift King.
Oh, that looked quite good. Oh, that was quite good.
Oh, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6.
It's the number of the beast, number of the devil.
Nevertheless, it was a maximum score.
One last go.
Surely Karun would now crumble under my power sliding pressure.
Oh, that was good. It was more sideways, full power mid-corner. Yeah, come on, Marshals. Come on, Marshals. Yes! They agree. It's 666.
Have you been bribing the judges?
Oh, I'm doing a bit of math in my head. I'm seeing a draw.
They say never argue with the referee's decision, so I won't.
We all know the real result.
Much. However, the RCF still managed to tie against an M car, and that's impressive. So far, the RCF has caused a bit of an upset by beating the M4 in a drag race.
He has lost it.
Then daring to tie with the BMW in a power sliding contest.
6666666.
And with just one round to go, it seems the best the BMW can now manage is a draw. However, of the 3 tests we're undertaking today, it's the ability to cover ground quickly that's by far the most important examination of a performance car's ability. So, our lap time challenge will carry double points. And that means the BMW could still win. We'll kick off with the RCF.
I'll tell you what, I'm warming to this Lexus. I thought it was the big underdog today because it's, 200 kilograms heavier. But power to weight ratio, it's close.
Obviously, we're on a twisty, undulating track where you need a lot of confidence. I wonder if that BMW's weight advantage is going to come into play.
This feels a bit hefty around the corners, but it's very instantly confidence-inspiring. We've only got good old-fashioned steel brakes, but of course it's an auto box. It's not even a twin clutch, so it's quite old school.
But does it feel slow on the down change?
No, not that bad at all. Oh, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. Listen now.
What is that?
To tell me to change gear. I've got a rev counter. I don't want a horrible little tone to tell me to change gear. I think this is going to give that BMW a run for its money.
Here we go.
We've got 8 gears. I don't need them all.
You look at the road, I'll watch the speed. 132 miles an hour before we brake.
Quite good change of directions. It's not that bad. Good.
Oh, well done. Brakes, get a stop, get a stop, get a stop.
Better track than Campbell Park to sort out the men from the boys.
The nose went in really well there, I like that. That was good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, bit of a wild ride over the crest.
Oh, I like the sound as well, that 5-litre V8.
Right, out of the final corner.
Oh,
keep it neat, keep it neat, keep it neat. Get on power, get on power. Go, 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 go.
Set the time.
1:44.3. Right, that was quite enjoyable, that.
So 1 minute 44.3 to beat. Could the German machine finally produce the performance M cars are famous for, or would it suffer a humiliating defeat to the Japanese newcomer?
So, Tiff, we've got 200 kilos less weight. We keep harping on about it, but on a racetrack, it does make a big difference, doesn't it?
And Karun had another advantage because his M4 was fitted with BMW's optional carbon ceramic brakes. Something not available on the Lexus.
The engine is so good, but every gear shift, though, you feel it lurch forward, don't you, when you rev all the way to the limit hill?
131, yeah. Almost the same speed at the end of the main stroke. Ah, sounds good. I like this throaty
Sounds
roar.
amazing, doesn't it? You get on the brakes.
It feels stiffer than the Lexus, isn't it? But the nose is going in better, isn't it, than on the Lexus?
You have to be much more awake to drive it.
Oh, there you are. It's snappy. It's a bit snappy when it's down. Start the clock. Now. Yes, you probably helping on the track.
In fact, Karun's car had another useful option, BMW's quick-changing dual-clutch gearbox.
Oh, look at the speed though. 132, but will he make the corner? Will he make the corner? Will he make the corner? Has he got in too quick? Will he in the dirt? He said, oh,
Just made it in.
good so far, good so far. How's your ceramic brakes? Oh,
Straight into the limiter. Brakes are so good. Right, over the mountain. Get on the curb. Get on the curb.
oh.
Second gear, using all the revs.
Just 2 more corners to go. Oh,
Right, into the final one. No damp patches. Come on, back in. Come on, back in. Stay with me. Stay with me. Timber. Don't break traction.
head for the line.
Heading to the line. Heading to the line. Heading to the line.
Now.
What we got? What do we got? Do we do it?
It is close, that Lexus did
Because
well.
you did a 44.3.
And you did a 43.8.
Oh!
Half a second.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I feel like I did a lot more work to earn that half second though on this.
We can't be sure whether the BMW's optional carbon brakes and dual-clutch gearbox made the vital difference. But on this day, the M4 proved a fraction quicker on the track. And because round 3 carried double points, that means the M4 wins overall and is the performance pick of these 2 cars. But on a cold, damp track, we were surprised at just how close the Lexus came.